Just last night, a storm tore through Celina, Ohio, where the damage was likened to a war zone by the mayor. As you can see, the devastation is immense. We talked to the people who experienced it firsthand.
A confirmed EF3 tornado left a path of devastation in this Celina neighborhood. Living rooms were left exposed as the tornado tore out entire walls. Trees were snapped and shrapnel ripped through the air. Entire telephone poles fell to the ground, narrowly missing some parked cars. The disaster left Celina residents shaken and afraid.
I'm walking around seeing this devastation. I was out in this storm last night running to my sister's house because we live in trailers and there's no shelter. This devastation I've only seen in the news. I've never seen it in person. It's horrible. A man died. I can't believe this.
The man was 81-year-old Melvin Hanna, who died when a vehicle was tossed into his home. At least 7 others were injured, some being transported to local hospitals with serious injuries.
I feel so bad for all these people. And there's a lot of people down there with no homes now. What are they supposed to do?
After all the destruction and loss, the victims of the storm worked hard to salvage and repair what they could, even if it meant tracking down a runaway canoe.
Some people walked by and said they'd seen it earlier, and so we walked down there, and sure enough it was down there in the corner, so we brought her back for my buddy here, so he's happy, got his canoe back.
Family, friends, and strangers have already taken action by assisting the victims. Some supply those in need with food and water, while others help them sift through the rubble. The Red Cross is already doing its part, letting the victims know they have a safe place to stay.
Well, we opened an emergency shelter last night right after the storm, and that remains open. So anybody who needs a safe place to stay, if they need some food, just a place to rest while they're trying to kind of wrap their hands and their heads around what's going on if they were affected by the storm, they're more than welcome.
It's a common sight to see the victims wandering the street to see what they can do to help their fellow neighbors. One thing's for sure, when tragedy strikes Celina, you're sure to find people helping people. In Celina, Ohio, Michael Skiles, Wayne 15 News.